Welcome back, everybody. It's Squawk Box on CNBC Europe. I'm Jeff Cutmore. OnlineTV, the world's first interactive TV network, claims to have a potential global reach of 70 million people. The channel currently receives around 2 million hits a month, reaching 103 countries. Today, the company launches its UK service. With us for the inside track on the company is Richard Siegel. He's CEO and founder of OnlineTV Inc. Richard, thanks very much for coming in. Nice to have you with us on Squawk Box while you're in the UK. A lot of people sat out there get very frustrated with the speed at which things come down the line when they're using the internet.
Absolutely.
Does online TV come to you any more quickly than other things that you want to take down the line? The concept of television over the internet, when things actually download so slowly, seems very difficult to grasp. Does it work?
Absolutely, but it's not really for the slower modems, more for ADSL. Although with Microsoft's technology, we're allowed to tile and make a 28:8 experience quite nice. We're getting 6 frames a second, which means it's not a slideshow. It's just slow motion. And with the special effects, we can get across a palatable experience at a slow modem. But really, we're here in England because you're rolling out your ADSL. We're going to be delivering almost high-definition TV to about 30% of the country by springtime, I figure. So we're already wiring up the clubs and trying to get them live, and so that there's live entertainment. You're going to have portals into places, and portals into America, portals into other places, and we're bringing the UK. We want the UK experience out, and we want to bring the world back in.
All right, so you need pretty good technology to get this down at reasonable speeds. There are a lot of things you can get through your service.
Right.
Where does the revenue come from? That's what everybody puzzles over when we talk about the internet. How do you make money?
You make money through deep marketing. Deep marketing meaning that you take something simple. We're doing a lot of music. There's a lot of great potential in that you have a specific viewership, and we can deal specifically with them. We can coupon them. We can give them items. We can say, here's a unit. This is how you use it, and give us a little information. We give them a coupon. The coupon tells us where they came from, who they are. They go. There's a lot of marketing data through it. They give up some information. We get a lot more. They get a great benefit, and we've taught them something and how to use a particular product. They're in a place where if you're in a concert, you know that these people are listening to music. So consumer goods from Sony or whoever, it works really well because we know that they're going to be using these goods. We know they're going to be using tapes. We know they're going to be using CDs. If they're watching movies, we know that they're film buffs. We know what kind of movie they are. They'll give us more information. There's a two-way street, so it's much better for marketing. So we work with deep marketing. We do get advertising. There's product placement because we're basically television, so we can put things in there right into the streams, and it works much better that way.
David, you want to come in on this?
No, I can certainly see the potential for your industry and for the consumer, but what about telecoms charges, which are so much higher throughout Europe generally than in the United States? Is that going to hold back the development and the usage?
Well, it has held it back quite a bit, and I think that they're making major changes. The Germans were in America trying to work and figure out how they can make it get the Germans back on. The Brits, I think what you're doing is you're bringing in this ADSL at a flat rate, and right now I think you can get 2 megabits at $60 a month wherever ADSL is out in their test market, and that's a huge amount of bandwidth. We can feed a 1 kilobit stream to you, and a 1 kilobit stream is higher resolution than television already. So it's at $60 a month, and you can use you can use this to make telephone calls. So you have now a flat rate. You're doing $60 flat rate, and you're getting information, you're getting entertainment, and this should be rolled out. BT told me they're rolling that out by spring. 40% of the country will be capable of ADSL. That's superior. That's a big, fast growth, and that's why we're here in the UK, because I think England will take a quantum leap ahead of the rest.
Richard, I think everybody recognizes that the internet is going to be very important, and it looks like a wonderful product if you can get TV down your computer. But what I wonder is whether you will actually be beaten in the game by cable operations and by satellite companies who are offering you as many choices as you can get over the internet, but they're offering it through their own set-top box systems that work through existing pay-per-view cable channels. And cable is becoming much bigger and more important in the UK at the moment and across the rest of Europe. Why will people wait for internet
they don't have
TV
to
improve?
The cable companies supply our signal just as well as anyone else. Satellites are not two ways. You'd have to have every person would have to have a satellite uplink, and they don't have that. So satellite is a one-way street. It's all downlink to you, and so it's not quite the same. And the competition there, and it's a footprint. You also have a footprint. There's no footprint on the internet. It's one strand of fiber that wraps around the world. So it's a global issue at that point. The satellite is not. It's one-way street. You'd still have to have a landline connection to do internet or a two-way street for that. So they're a bit crippled. Now we do use satellites to take a signal across the ocean sometimes because we'll take a feed down, and but it's still one way, and then we convert it down and put it out as a stream, and then use it. Then we can do some interactivity, and that's the main thing, is that the IP technology allows us to have this interactive use with the user. It's a whole new story. We have a great show now, a comedy show that's gotten a couple write-ups on the Hollywood Reporter, and it's because we were the first real interactive on there. Here's a television show that brings you in and makes you do stuff. So you're sitting there, and we get complaints. 50% of the people can't handle the fact that the TV, it's giving you information, but it wants something back from you.
So it's a two-way street.
Right.
Hang on, let's get another question from David.
Well, I was doing this. What will be the issue of greatest interest to people in this country from the consumer's perspective? What is it that we'll most look forward to, or what is it that you'll focus on initially in promoting and publicizing this new service?
Well, entertainment. We're in art and entertainment, okay? So it's, we're going to bring in, we have two clubs, the 12 Bar and the Bull and Gate, that we're wiring up. They're going to go live, we're hoping tonight, if BT finishes their connection in there. And then and that, we figure that's the best, because here you have music, you have a lot of youth in there. The young people are the ones that use the internet the most, and a lot of high interactivity. And at the same time, they can use the ICQ messaging and talk to people and get reactions from the bands and have things happen. It's a good fresh start for it. We follow that with films and film openings and showing independent films, and then it works as a whole global thing, because we have clubs wired in New York and Chicago, so they can go from one to the other and talk and see what's happening. Windows to the world.
Very good luck with the launch in the UK. Richard Siegel, founder and CEO of OnlineTV. Thanks very much for being on the program.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you in a few minutes. Stay with us here on Squawk Box. We'll be back with an update on the currency market.